beats.
Thanks for that, my man. And Shope, it's about that time, my friend. Once again, me and you on the mic. It is gonna be game one, Thick Mints versus Bread Esports. Let's get into it.
Yeah, very excited to see this one start. Get a little bit of a dead kickoff here. And Zynga's gonna see if he can get something going. But, you know, I don't know how much you've watched these teams. What are your feelings about these guys coming into this? As Jeff is getting no time to let us talk about the matchup, man. He's scoring within 10 seconds.
I was about to mention Thick Mints. They came into this season so confident. They were ready to take this season by storm. Already knowing each other, already having a lot of synergy. Jeff and Zynga, they've known each other for a while. Scapegoat, I think he actually had to adapt a little bit throughout the season, but it is how it is. A lot of other teams had to do the exact same thing. But Jeff, Zynga, Scapegoat, I think one of the best trios other than the Eden trio that we got going on. Bread Esports, though, you know, three very talented individual players. Three players that have a lot of synergy also together. There's a reason why both of these teams are in the semifinals, show.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. And like you said, Thick Mints, one of the top teams as far as chemistry goes. And they have been that way all season, but a little bit of a double commit right there. That's going to give away possession.
Right now, both of these teams, again, I always have this this ideology about first games. It's just both of these teams just trying to feel each other out. Sometimes you may see an odd goal or two, but it's just both of these teams just trying to figure out their rotation, trying to figure out what each team's play styles are going to be. I mean, I feel like I have that tirade every single game, but it's accurate. It's exactly what both of these teams are thinking right now, especially in a best of 7. They have that time. They have that opportunity.
Yeah, of course they do, man. And the best of 7 is always about who can adapt the most after the first couple of games where you start to really feel what's going on. And right now we're feeling a lot of whiffs as these people are missing right in front of the goal. Jaff missed an open goal, and all of Bread right there was missing, but they're going to have a chance right here, keeping a little bit more possession.
Right, my friend. And, you know, I was mentioning the beginning of the season, and funnily enough, when I said Thick Mints was coming into this season like hot, prepared, just ready to go at it, again, oddly enough, these two teams faced each other in the very first game of the season. Bread Esports versus Thick Mints on October the 25th. Oh, prospects all the way from midfield. You know, it just kind of slipped through everyone, but, you know, it happens, especially with everyone coming back on the rotation. I mean, very good stuff, my friend.
Yeah, you know, I think that was one of those goals that happens in this type of game like you were talking about. This is very clearly a filling it out game where both of these teams are playing a lot slower than I've seen them play in the middle of the season when they're really kind of getting into it and you know you only have 2 or 3 games. Right now they're being a little careful. The pace of play is slowed down. They're looking for the weaknesses that they can find. And we're seeing now in the 1-1 game, they're starting to speed it up just a little bit, get to the ball a little faster, get to the rotations faster, as that one almost pops right in front of the net.
Right now, Scapegoat. He has a very tall task of playing that away. Both prospects and Teddy Zero coming at him. And Sun God still going at it. He takes the ball from the midfield wall and just intercepts that clear from Jeff. Good heads-up play from Sun God local, presumably just Sun.
Yeah, Sun is done a really good job right here, and the entire team, you know, they've caught Thick Mints out from the midfield, not really with build-up plays, but by taking quick shots, as Jack tries to do right here. And that's something that Thick Mints is going to have to adjust to. They're trying to cheat up just a little bit too early on the clears, and Bread's doing a really good job calling them out for it.
Really looks like it. Again, about 2 minutes left in this game. Both of these teams, sorry about that, a little bit of lag. Both of these teams, again, just trying to figure out, I guess, trying to set a little bit of a tempo, trying to set a rhythm. But like I was saying before, it's ironic that I was talking about how Thick Mints, they were coming out to the season, you know, trying to have a great start. but Bread Esports was actually the one team to just kind of say no to them. In their very first game, Bread Esports versus Thick Mints, Bread Esports ended up taking it in a very close 2-1 victory. You actually saw right there in another goal by Thick Mints. Sun didn't exactly have full contact on the ball there. Very nice stuff from Jaff.
Yeah, Jaff coming high, putting that one back down and into the goal. We have a 2-2 here. Been a little bit of a slow 2-2, not a whole lot going on, but Teddy's trying to stop this, see if he can get a flick going for himself. But again, we see both these teams, while a little bit familiar with each other, don't want to overcommit too much, and they're doing a really good job of playing pretty safe. Just 2-2 right now. You know, I don't know that I can give an edge to either team at this point in the match.
Right, absolutely not. These guys were going at it throughout the entire season, especially both of these teams being in the exact same division, the Titanium division, going back and forth in terms of seeding and in terms of placements. Bread Esports at the end of the regular season came out with a 16-12 record. Well, just by 2 games, Thick Mints had to win all four of their last 4 games to try to pull out this result. Thick Mints ended up coming out with an 18-10 record at the end of the season. So both of these teams, again, already familiar with each other, already with the competition. And again, there we go. What a great play there by Thick Mints. Every player going at the ball, slowly going at the rotation. Scapegoat doing a great job hitting that off the wall. Bread Esports could not catch up.
No, and Zynga is there to put that one away. And like you said, you know, they finished 18-10, which to me was a little bit disappointing for them because every time that they were in a match, they seemed like they were one of the best teams in the league, and it just sort of got away from them. As this one started to at the beginning right here, as they try to make this one happen, Prospects is going to get out of there. But right now, with this lead, just a little bit of time left, and that's going to pop in the goal. Oh my gosh, Zynga with the great hit off that on the pass from Scapegoat.
Yeah, no, that type of play, it happens. And Scapegoat right there, again, another great heads-up play. Great thinking from Scapegoat, just kind of pinching the ball with the ground itself. And again, great heads-up play by everyone on Thick Mints at that point. Scapegoat coming out right now with 2 assists on him. Great team player. Thick Mints, fun fact, they were actually the worst first seed in terms of record. They were the worst first seed, and mathematically, coming into these playoffs, they were supposed to be, I think, they looked like they were supposed to be a 7th seed. So again, not exactly the most impressive team in terms of regular season performance, but Thick Mints right now showing that that they are exactly ready for playoffs, that they're ready for this type of competition. And I don't know about you, Sho, but I think Thick Mints, they have a little bit of an edge.
You know, I think they do right now, and you know, like I was saying earlier, like their regular season performance, if you watch their games, you can understand how they've done so well in the playoffs. But if you just look at them on paper and you look at their record, you'd be like, wow, this team's coming out of nowhere. How are they doing this? But that's not really how the team's been. The team has been one of the best teams that we've had, I feel like, as far as their performances played. You know, they've played everybody pretty close. They've had really good games, and they've had really good chemistry. So the fact that they're right here in the top 4, I don't think it's a surprise to them. I don't think it's a surprise to a lot of the people that have kept up with RLPC, even though, like we were talking about, their record is not quite as good as it could be.
Right, no, absolutely not. Again, I'm just thinking of it at a statistical standpoint.
Right.
I see Thick Mints as being still, again, #1 seed. That's still a really good stat. You cannot deny the performance that they had in the regular season. But in comparison to teams like Eden, Monstars, Anarchy, Evolution, Paradox, all teams, and Comet, all teams that, you know, had better records than them, you know, they were objectively a little bit more impressive coming into playoffs. But Thick Mints, I don't know, they just kind of have that clutch factor. They've just shown that they are an impressive team. Again, hopefully they can continue that right now, as this is their 2nd game in these playoffs. And a win right here could punch them a ticket into the Major League playoffs, the creme de la creme, my friend.
Yeah, that finals matchup coming up on Thursday. Both of these teams want to get there, man. They want to get to the big stage. You can see it here, as Bread is not content to just let Thick Mints control the pace of the match. Prospects is going to put this on target, but Jaff is there to save it away. But that pressure's not letting up, and Teddy's got a decent shot on the net, and it's barely saved.
Sun going off mid after a great pass and a double commit, not enough to block away that shot. Again, Thickmint not able to get back on that rotation. It really got broken by Bread Esports there. A lot of great passes and a lot of long balls, really, you know, just kind of throwing off the organization of Thickmint. And again, Sun greatly plays shot, and there you go. That's their first goal, first minute of the game. And again, I'm not surprised if either one of these teams win. I'm not surprised to see either one of these teams make it to the finals. Again, heading into the playoffs, not exactly the best stats from either team, but Zynga, oh my god, from midfield.
Yeah, he pops this one at the perfect time, and he waits on the bounce on the ground, and here you see it. Look at that. That is a fraction of a second. That's basically a pinched ball. 92 miles an hour. That ball is impossible to stop. Great stuff from him.
I think of it as a perfect storm because below Bread Esports and Thickmint, they didn't exactly have a lot of competition at all in their division. Ambush, Illusion, Fatal Strikers, Dragon Acid Gaming, all 4 teams other than Thickmint and Bread Esports in the Titanium division had, I think, just looking at it, everyone had below 9 games when you had Bread and Thickmint at 16 and 18. Not the most competitive division, and that just kind of gave up a very, very huge opportunity for both of these teams to make it into playoffs. And, you know, it looks like both of these teams, they've taken their opportunities, you know, as far as they can. Both these teams, again, they're facing each other right now.
Right.
And only one of these Titanium division teams can make it into that famous finals, my friend.
Yeah, and you know, and sometimes you see this a lot in traditional sports and stuff like that. Like in the NFL, where oftentimes one of the teams that makes the Super Bowl is a team that's like 8-8, 9-7, barely winning their division and going out and winning and taking off some of the top teams, because when playoff times come, that regular season doesn't matter anymore. And you
Absolutely
can get into
not.
your form, and you can see that right here from Scapegoat as he gets this dunk off the ceiling. Great shot from him, just getting up over the defender. I believe this is Teddy trying to come back and block this, not quite able to get there.
That would have been a great save if that actually went through, but Scapegoat just stuffing Teddy Zero right there. Great heads-up play by him, and again, we're halfway through the game. Thickmint once again in the lead. Again, I'm thinking that Thickmint will take this one, and like you said, when it's playoff time, it's a completely different, train of thought. You can't exactly take regular season stats. Of course, it plays a factor. You have to do good in the regular season to make it in the playoffs. But in a do or die situation, you know, some people, they crumble under pressure, and some people...
Oh my gosh! Prospect is not crumbling! Good lord!
Oh my god! Pulling that off in a huge game like that! Teddy Zeal with a great pass! And Prospects, that's a play in the big leagues, my friend! Prospects! Oh my god!
That was amazing right there. You could see that first touch, he set himself up perfectly. And that's the key to any good double touch, is the first touch to make sure it's soft enough in a place you can get to. Prospects did that, and he rotated his car back around, and he slots that one home. And it's 2-2. You know, Brad not going down quietly, man. They're trying to make this 1-1.
Right, exactly. And it's not like that isn't a very punishable move to make. I'm thinking smash right now. It's not like it's not exactly a very punishable move. If someone takes the ball up backboard, someone could be there to clear it out. But again, great play by Prospects. It was going at a very, very high speed coming into that ball, and it just came out in a tying goal for Bread Esports. Thickmint right now, I'm liking their chances, but Bread Esports, they're looking impressive too. Both of these teams, they're just looking good. I can't vote for one.
No, it's definitely just whoever the ball breaks to right here at the end is who's going to win this match, which is exactly how Game 1 went, because they're basically trading opportunities, and they have been all series, as Jeff whips right here, and luckily Zynga is there to clean it up, but that's going to give away possession to Teddy. We'll see what can happen here. Scapegoat going to try to go over the top, but not got enough speed on it.
Jeff right there, backboard. Both players missing there, both defensively and offensively. Scapegoat going to go up for it.
Wow, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and not everybody, no one's able to slot it home just yet for Thickmint. They had plenty of opportunities. That's a whiff coming out from Zynga. This might be an opportunity for Brad, and it's going to go in. Teddy's going to get the goal credit, but it's a little bit of an on goal right here. This is going to bounce off of, I believe, Jeff. Yeah, he puts it right on Teddy, man. Teddy, right place, right time. Jeff, a little bit of a mistake.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Here comes Jeff.
There you go. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Here we go. Zynga, he's going to play this around. Thickman's looking for an opportunity right here. There's only 15 seconds left, but they've got the ball in the opposing half.
It's starting to get close. Thickmans, they need a goal if they want to continue their little streak going on. Bread Esports trying to stop it early. 3 seconds. Zynga up in the air. He misses the ball. Jeff is still on it. It's up in the air. It's hitting the wall. Back towards middle. Skipgo has to hit it, but Prospects hits it down.
That looked like it might be a This Is Rocket League moment. I thought that I believe it was Zynga might have that redirect down exactly like Justin had into the goal, but not going to get there, and Bread is going to even this up 1-1.
We're always looking for that This Is Rocket League moment, but, you know, not now at least. Not now. We're going to have to stay on the edge of our seats. Bread Esports taking this series a little bit longer. 1-1 scoreline. And again, we've established the fact that both of these teams are incredibly impressive. And I think we've also established the point now that both of these teams are very even in terms of, you know, just performance overall and just how decent they are.
Yeah, again, I can't give an edge to either of the teams in this series like we've been talking about. The goals have legitimately just been one goal for one team, one goal for the other team. It has been back and forth. They are taking their opportunities and they're putting them into the back of the net. But at the same time, I can't feel like either team is getting any kind of momentum going. And we're going to see how that's going to affect the game going forward because, you know, if it's just a ping pong match, we're going to end up going to game 7 and whoever gets the luck of the draw right there at the end is going to take it. And I'd really like to see one of these teams start to get a little momentum going, to see it start clicking for them. And, you know, hopefully right here in game 3, that'll happen.
Let's see, my friend. Game 3 is underway. Teddy Zio already coming out with a running start, almost getting a little goal for himself. Zingo all the way in the back, already getting there. But Scapegoat, he has to die for it, and not exactly the best angle to approach that kind of shot. If I'm not mistaken, Prospects right there. Great pass by him, stopping the play early there, and nothing Sun could. There was nothing Sun could do there. All he really had to do was just tap that ball in. Easy goal.
Yeah, good stuff. And maybe there's a little bit of momentum that we needed to see coming. But Zynga trying to put it back in, but not going to happen just yet. That was very intense string right there, trying to get 2 goals within 30 seconds. And Thickman's not giving up on the dream just yet.
Absolutely not. Again, there's still a lot of time for both of these teams. Again, reminder, this is a best of 7. Just because you drop a game or 2 doesn't mean you can't come back in a regular season situation. Again, that's death. You literally lose if you lose 2 games. But here, you could lose a series and a half and still win. Thickmans right here, trying to come back into this. Zingo already 40 seconds into the game, tying this up already.
Yeah, that was great. Great positioning right there from Zingo. At the right spot to get that just near miss, I believe it was from Jaff. Onto the goal. Teddy tries to follow up his own shot. Sonny's going to be there, though, and that bump almost coming out. Is this going to go in? No. Man, that was an opportunity for Brad right there. They're going to be sorry that they couldn't put that one away.
That could have been a goal right there for Jaff, too. That could have been the ultimate punish, but not exactly there. Again, Bread Esports still counting their prayers a little bit. Right now, counterattack coming in for Thickmans. Scapegoat gonna try to get something going.
That's it.
Sun guard, no! He was gonna go up for the jump, but he accidentally backflips. Huge mistake from him, and that blows a goal for Thickmans.
Yeah, his momentum right there might not have let him get up in time for that ball. Anyway, it was going to be very close for a Sun God local right there, but he does do the backflip. He can't get up to it, and Scapegoat's able to just pop it over the top of him. You know, that's one of those simple goals that's one of the first things you learn in Rocket League, even if you're a silver or a gold player, and it's still effective even at the very highest levels like this right here.
Absolutely. A mechanic is a mechanic, and, you know, if it exists, the best thing you can do is just practice it back to back to back. Just keep going for it, and, you know, it happens. 3 minutes left on the clock, and Scapegoat has to go up for that clear from Sun. Prospect still keeping the pressure, going top left. Jeff is there with a diving save. Prospect still going for the pass. Goes over. Zingo's going to try to clear it out. Counterattack on him. Teddy is going to block this down. Oh my god! Oh, Scapegoat's super close, but Sun is there once again. I mean, Shope, I can't really give this to anyone. I don't think any of these teams have really too much momentum, period.
No, they're both starting to steadily build a little bit of momentum. You can see the speed of this game is much faster than the speed of the first 2 games. They're getting comfortable. They're starting to fill each other out. But the defense is not really allowing too many openings, and when they are, you know, they're just missing their opportunities. The Scapegoat right there had almost an entirely open net and happens to shoot it at the one spot Sun God Local is. So, I mean, we'll see if that continues to happen. Jaff trying to make it happen on his own, but that's going to be cleared away. But yeah, like you were saying, neither one of these teams can get anything going exactly just their way just yet.
Right, no, we haven't seen any real huge play happen. We've seen goals, but we've only seen goals go back and forth. We haven't seen any goals just, you know, in a row, just keep going. And I'm going to bite my tongue. Scapegoat there, tagging 2 there for Scapegoats. And ironically enough, that's their 2nd goal in a row, their 2nd unanswered goal.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where they don't have anyone on the back wall. And when you get a ball rolling around the back wall like that and your last defender is in the net and a little bit outside the net, as Teddy was right there, it becomes a really hard ball to save to a very safe spot. Teddy does his best to try to clear it away, hoping that nobody's putting too much pressure on. Accidentally clears it right to Scapegoat, and that's an easy shot. He's going to slot away every time he gets the chance, just like Teddy right here, who pops this one into the right side of the net off this bounce.
I'm trying to process this a little bit. I think Sun actually missed the ball. Actually, I don't know. I don't think he missed the ball. I think the communication right now on Bread is so good that I think Teddy Zio hauled Sun off the ball as he was midair. Sun God backed off, hit the ground, and Teddy Zio was there with the shot. I'm gonna go with that ladder theory there. I'm liking that gameplay there from Bread Esports. And Sun God coming back with the save. Zingo's gonna have to stop him, but now the ball is on the attacking side for Brett once again, and a shot in! Oh, it hits the post! Teddy Zio has to bring it in! The demo was clutch there! Teddy Zio doing a great job there, but even then, no dice. Thickman still with the ball with a minute left.
That's one of those opportunities that they're going to wish they had back. Teddy Zio had a chance, I believe, on the backside to try to slot it back home, but it doesn't matter! Sun God Local is going to pop this one in off the pass from Teddy as he brings this around and back to the middle. What a great pass from him, and an amazing shot from Sun God to put it right into the top of the net.
That was an amazing pass and an even better shot as it called everyone from Thickman's off guard and it hit him with the opposite side. You couldn't have asked for a better play overall, and Bread Esports just like that after a couple calculated plays already back into this game. Jeff trying to take that down already. 40 seconds left. These teams are tied, Show.
Yeah, that was Jeff giving him one back that Bread had just missed on a similar shot off the top of the crossbar down into the bottom, but they're not going to miss this one. Prospects, again, we've seen him take them out from midfield, and he does it again right here, coming in with the long shot, catching them out of rotation, going to put it just behind the defender. Great shot from him.
Here's that momentum that we wanted to see, Show. 3 straight goals, 3 unanswered goals. 30 seconds left into this game. It's not like Thickmans is out of it, but Bread Esports, they finally found the first upswing of this entire series. And oh my, it's looking good, my friend. It's looking good.
That it is. They've got 10 seconds left. They're going to see if they can do a crazy moment here at the end. They're going to have a play. Pass is going to go down. Scapegoat has plenty of boost to try to keep this to the corner, but they're not going to get possession back, as this might be another goal. And Teddy Zio, yes, is going to put it away. That's definitely going to do it. With 1 second left, Bread is going to take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, no, that is game. 2-1 for Bread Esports off that goal of Teddy Zio. Thick Mints, I think they're just trying to restructure at the moment, because I think Bread Esports, they finally found what exactly they need to do to beat this team. And man, it's working. It's working. Especially if you drop 4 unanswered goals after being down 3-1. You know, it takes a special team to do that within 2 minutes, Joe.
It really does, and I think the key for Brad right there was, like I've mentioned before, they have just increased the speed of the gameplay to faster than Thick Mints is warmed up and ready for right now. Brad is in their faces a lot more. They're booming the ball more, and they're not just booming it to try to get it out of their half. They're booming it with an intention of having someone there to follow up on it. And that's been the difference so far, is that Brad has been able to increase the speed of their play and be there when they have boomed the ball downfield to make something happen and to keep the pressure on the back ball. That last 2 minutes, the ball was probably 1 minute and 30 seconds in the half of Thick Mints. You know, Brad was keeping the pressure on. And if they can keep doing that, they're going to take this in 5. You know, they're not going to give another game to Thick Mints.
No, hopefully you're right, Joe, because again, Thick Mints, they have shown that they have a lot of composure throughout the season. They've just shown that they've been good in very high pressure situations. And again, right now, Bread, you know, they just need to keep up this pressure. They need to keep up this aggressiveness because again, Thick Mints, I can't give it to either team. Bread Esports had a good game, sure, but Thick Mints, they've just shown that they are a good team, that they can come back, that they can have a great string of goals. I mean, I just want to see it in action. We have a little bit of time still for them to wake up, but, you know, how long is too long?
What a play!
Yeah, I mean, you've got 7 games, like you said. You're only technically down a game right now, so there's a chance as Jaff is going to try to put a shot on, but there's a double commit here. This could be bad, but everybody on Thick Mints is missing. That was a chance they needed, and now Prospects is going to take the counterattack and slot it home off that pass from Teddy Zio.
That was an incredible save there from Sun God. 2 players from Thick Mints all falling on the ball, waiting to get that ball into the goal. And Sun God coming the opposite way, hit it at the perfect angle to hit it off the corner of the post, bang it away, leaving Prospects in a breakaway. That is special. That is some great heads-up play. And overall, Bread Esports, they're looking good right now. I'm finding it tough right now, you know, to kind of rationalize on what Thick Mints needs to do. They just can't break their rotation. I feel like they're going for too many double commits.
That's exactly what's happened. And that last play is exactly what happened there. This is a pass, and he blocks local shot. Oh, man. Prospects had the pass that he wanted, but accidentally dove in front of the shot attempt. But that has been the issue. Like, right there, Thick Mints actually had a really decent attempt on goal, but they kind of panicked, weren't able to put it home, and everybody committed up for it. And then you get a clean save like we saw Sun God Local get right there, and you're able to get a transition goal. So if Thick Mints wants to come back into this, they're going to, have to start actually just hitting their shots and on the initial attempts and even on the second attempts and not triple committing their whole team up.
What an amazing rotation there by Thick Mints. I just saw everyone coming back. Great hustle and everyone in the perfect position. Zingo right now still trying to go up for goal. Hits the post and he tried to deflect at him himself. I mean, again, Bread Esports, they are in the lead. They're holding on by a thread. That ball almost going in. The ball getting centered once again. Sun God clearing the ball away 2 times in a row. Prospects up in the air. Misses the ball. Zingo on the counterattack. It's deflected middle to Scapegoat. Scapegoat beats one. Oh, almost beats the other.
Yeah, man, that was really close from Scapegoat right here. And here's the chance, but Zinga's just going to miss it. Finally, Scapegoat puts it in, and that's the answer that Thick Mints has been looking for. You know, in terms of raw scoring opportunities, they have definitely been in control of this game. They have had way more chances than Bread and have just been putting it left or right or high. And finally, Scapegoat finds the back of the net here, and hopefully they can continue to do that going forward.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's been way too many shots coming in from Thick Mints, and eventually a defense like that is going to break. But, you know, eventually I said a defense is going to break. But with the save like that from Teddy Zio, you got to question it, man.
Yeah, that was insane defense right there from him. That was a very quick shot to a good spot on the goal, and Teddy is in the proper spot to get that save. We'll see what happens here. Here's the transition out. This is where Brett has thrived. The Prospects tries to put it on, but he can't quite get it there. But, again, Thick Mints looking better this game overall with possession. Scapegoat's going to have this here. He's going to play it high. What's he going to do with it? He fakes it and goes low. but he can't quite find the net. Prospects is there to save it away.
From what I'm seeing, they've actually slowed down their gameplay a little bit. They're going at this a little bit more methodically, just trying to counteract everything Bread Esports is doing. Pretty much like a perfect game of chess. And so far it's been working. I kind of think that mentality was kind of taken on after the first goal. Scapegoat right there with a demo. I mean, you see them going for a lot more technical plays, such as demos, such as boost starving, and again, it's working, but they're still not in the lead. It's rough to say, but
yeah.
Red Esports, they still have a huge chance coming into this, no matter what thicc does.
Well, I mean, the difference has been the execution. You know, when Bread Esports has had their chances this game and in the other games, they have been putting it away, and that's not the same for thicc. They've had possession of the ball, they've had shots, and they've been getting saved, and they've been getting missed wide. The execution's not quite been there the way that they'd want it to be, and it needs to be if they want to be able to take the lead. Scapegoat again, missing just wide, like exactly what I'm talking about. But I do think, going with what you're saying, that the slowing down of play is something that thicc likes. Bread was obviously playing at the higher pace of play better last game, so slowing it down a little bit has worked out for them, but we'll see what happens going into this last minute of the match.
Like you said, Bread Esports, they like to take more advantage of their chances. As you see there, they've only had 2 shots over the entire game, and they have a goal. Thicc, they have 11, and they only have a single goal. I mean, it all depends on how you do, how your accuracy is, and man, you gotta, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. One mistake coming in from a single player from thicc. He missed the clear there from midfield. Last defender there, and left over to prospects. Not much he could do, but Shope, it's almost tragic at that point. Again, the game is not over. The series is not over. They still have a chance, but it's already an elimination situation now. They're at 3 games. If I were a fan of thicc, I would get scared.
It's just execution at this point. Like you said, 11 shots coming out from thicc. They had possession of the ball, and they were controlling the pace of the game. But if you're going to do that, that's sort of a risky style of play, because that means you're going to be pressed up a little bit more. If you're going to do that, you've got to be able to put away your chances. You've got to be able to find the back of the net. And thicc was just unable to do that. They've also got to make sure that the last man doesn't miss the ball, as they did right there. I believe that was a Scapegoat that dove out the way. I can't be sure because I can't recall right off the top of my head. But if you want to slow the play down and you want to keep possession and being in possession heavy in a game like Rocket League, where it's hard to control the ball yourself, you have to be perfect on your execution, and it has been far from perfect for thicc today. They've kept the possession, but they've not put the shots away when they've had their chances.
I mean, right you are, Shope. It's hard to disagree with you, man. It's, again, it is rough. It is rough, especially because thicc, they've had their chances, and you know that they have a lot of potential. You know that they are a really decent team. It's just that Bread, they've just kind of been the better team. They've had a better strategy. They've just been able to counteract everything that thicc has done so far. Again, hopefully they can maybe approach this game the same way as they did last game, just trying to get as many shots on goal, because eventually one will go in, and one did go in. Hopefully they could get more in, but I feel like thicc defense, their rotation really has to improve this game if they want to continue in the series.
Yeah, right now you're seeing a lot like you would in a regular soccer match or football for some of you Europeans that might be watching, where the team that has the most possession tends to do well, but one of the strategies that you can use to beat that kind of team is a very heavy counterattacking strategy where you stay back and you execute on the break, as Bread is trying to do right now with this ball in front of the goal. And it's working out for Bread. Possession-wise, they have had little possession, but any chance they get on a breakaway is boom, boom, pass, shot on goal. And they're making really good use of that.
Absolutely. Again, Bread Esports, they're a well-oiled machine right now. They're all over the field, and they're ready to strike. Again, any chance that they have, they've been able to at least take huge advantage of it, or at least put thicc at the edge of their seat. Just kind of ready to go at it. Red Esports, though, they've been able to just counteract, just kind of fend off any Thickman's attack as if it was nothing. And they're already ready for another play. I mean, I don't know about you, man, but that's confidence. That's incredible to say the least.
Yeah, and that's the kind of confidence that comes with being one of the 4 finalist teams, man. When you're the top 4 in the league, you've got to trust your teammates, and you've got to have the confidence to do what you can, especially at as high of a level as we play right here in the RLPC with high champs and grand champs in the majors. But Thickman's is still trying not to go away too quietly, not giving up a goal yet. Zinga, though, just noticing he had a car switch right here, going to the Batmobile.
Yeah, he did. But, maybe it's mentality. Maybe it's just I really don't know it. Maybe he's just feeling another car. Maybe the hitbox is not treating him well. Again, I don't know. Any sort of competitive advantage Thickman's will get at this moment. And again, they're halfway through the game. It's 0-0. They're still at a clean slate. I feel like they can win. They definitely can win. What a great save there by Zinga. Another incredible save there by him. I mean, again, Red Esports, they are an impressive team. They've had a lot of great chances so far in this game, and Thickman's is doing a great job of saving them. But, you know, how many shots can you take before you crumble? Oh!
That many shots. Exactly that many shots.
Man, you know how many shots? Let's count 3. 3 shots.
Yes. 3 shots, that's what it takes. And then Local's going to pop one all the way across the field to the backside of the net and going to take the lead right here. And this has been the issue. Thickman's has not shown a whole lot of firepower. They've shown the ability to throw shots on goal, but not quite put them in. And so coming from behind is going to be difficult for them. But Zinga trying to make me eat my words as he comes in with his new Batmobile and slots this one home from right at the top of the circle.
I mean, just what you need right there. Prospects didn't exactly get the right play there. Didn't exactly predict that correctly. He thought it was just going to hit the wall. Maybe another teammate of his would get it. But Zinga, again, already ready for that play. Ready to go at it. And just like that, already getting another goal. Just with a deflection. What a play.
Amazing stuff right here. I thought they might have missed their opportunity when Zinga just barely misses this, but it ends up going right down to Jaff, who pops it up for Scapegoat, who's going to pop it right into the back of the net. 2-1 Thickman's not going away quietly.
Zinga, you absolute mastermind. What a great play from him. He literally just hit it straight to Jaff, and Jaff made a nice little pop. Thickman's right now, they're in the lead. It's exactly what they wanted. They need to get back into the series. In fact, they absolutely need to. If they lose this game, they are eliminated from finals contention. You know, it's the matter of quite a few dollars, to say the least. Because if you get, you know, if you get 4th place instead of maybe 2nd place, you're talking $50, $70 between your team. Again, it's getting rough. And RLPC, there's high stakes.
Yeah, definitely high stakes here. As Teddy knows he's trying to put this one home. He misses it wide. Does not get around that one enough. That was a key chance right there to tie this one up. Trying to find it as prospects, but no. Thickman's going to be able to clear this one away pretty safely.
Cleared away there by Jaff. 1 minute mark has already passed. Thickman still going at it. Sun got there to mid. Here comes Teddy Zio. Teddy Zio go by himself. Thanks on one, but Jaff is there with a save, and Zinga is there with a clear. Oh my, what a play.
Yeah, just too many people right there. Trying to do like a 1s or a 2s play, but not able to do it with 3 people on the field, not able to fake everyone out. Thought Teddy might be able to have it, but it's not there. 30 seconds remaining. Can Brad bring this back and tie it up?
25 seconds now. Here comes Sun God in the middle of the prospects, but cleared out by Zinga. It's still very dangerous. 15 seconds left. Teddy Zio going up. Not going to get it. Cleared out by Sun God. Scapegoat can't get a hit on it. Sun God going to hit the wall. Jeff, very crucial deflection by him. It's up. It's over. It's going to head into the goal. And Thickman's is still alive.
Yeah, very good stuff from Thickman's right here. Playing patiently, making sure they don't do too much out of reach, and knowing that Brad has to cheat up here, has to get this goal, and good decision by Jaff right there to just play that one long, go for the goal, and see what happens. That's going to do it for game 4 or 5 here.
Yeah, you were right. It's yeah, it's game 5.
Yeah, game 5.
So good stuff.
That makes the series 3-2. Figment still on their elimination game. Going to have to win one more to try to get this to a Game 7 scenario to see who's going to take it all. But Bread obviously going to see if they can end this right here in 6.
Right, absolutely. They want to get into this finals, and they want to get into it as clean as possible. Thickman's already dirtying it up a little bit, but, you know, they still have another opportunity to close this out. Thickman's right now, it's all or nothing. At this point, it's go big or go home. So right now, they're just going to throw themselves at this ball. They're going to go as, you know, aggressive as possible. And, again, I've always given, you know, the Thickman's a little bit of that edge. But I feel like, I have a gut feeling that this may be the end of the road.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I was talking earlier about momentum and about one team needing to get a little bit more momentum going. And even though they lost that last game, I felt like the momentum was shifting into Bread's favor. So we'll see if that continues right here. Thickmint started to get it going right there. But right now, I got to change my prediction a little bit, give a little bit more edge to Brad, but Scapegoat, hearing me say that, is not too happy with it, as he's going to flick this one home.
Yeah, no, literally making that Brad Esports defense look like an absolute toy. Scapegoat, literally, he just walked in there 5 seconds into the game, off of a kickoff. You know, just waltz right in, nice little flick, and you know, no doubt about it. That's an easy goal right there for Thickments. And again, they have to count their prayers at the moment. They have to do lockdown defense if they want to keep this lead. A double commit like that isn't good, but no one from Bread Esports is there to help out. Again, 30 seconds into this game, Thickments already with an advantage, and their edge is coming back. Again, I still give my personal edge to Bread Esports, but Thickments, their metaphorical edge, is slowly coming back.
I mean, yeah, if they win this game right here, it's dead even. You go into a last game scenario, and that's really basically all you can ask for as a team, is to have one game to make it to the finals. So Thickmint's trying to do that, but Teddy is saying no. He gets on this one really quickly and pops it into the bottom left corner of the net. Great pass coming out from Prospects here.
Yeah, no, you couldn't have asked for a tighter angle. Just like that, Scapegoat and Zynga coming at it, literally putting inches into that goal. And, you know, with the smallest of margins there, Teddy Zia was still able to get that goal. Within a minute, both teams have scored at least once, but no one on the rotation back for Bright Esports. I don't exactly know what was happening there, whether it was miscommunication or a scramble for boost, but huge mistake there by Bright Esports and the entire team, as Jaff, all he really needed to do was just run in there and tap it into an empty net.
Yeah, it looked like two players on Bread went for the mid boost, and they didn't able to get it, but Teddy gets this lucky kickoff. What is that, 3 kickoff goals this game that we've seen, as Bread comes out fortunate right here.
You know, we're a minute into this game, and we already have 4 goals. I mean, I don't think we've seen a faster game than that in the RLPC so far, so, hey, whatever, man. It's still a clean slate at the moment. Technically, both of these teams, they're back to even form. But you know, for how much time? Both of these teams, they seem to be weak on the defense and high on attack. So you know, how many more goals will we see heading into the end of this game? Jaff with the clear right now, up to Zynga. Zynga with another clear, up to the corner. Sun God's gonna try to stop it. Prospect's doing a good job of clearing that away. Shope, I mean, what are you thinking, man?
I think the Bread is keeping possession a lot better this game, the way that they kind of want to. They're keeping this pressure on. They're trying to put it into the back of the net. They're having better chances off not kickoff. You got to remember, the 2 goals that Thickmints have are basically off kickoffs. One of them off Scapegoat, just kind of dribbling it down and getting a flick, and the other one off of a great play from Jaff, recognizing that there was no rotation back for Bread, and Thickmints is, excuse me, I meant Bread's both. Or excuse me, Thickmint's goals were off kickoffs. So, Bread actually getting 1 real goal and 1 kickoff goal. Right now, looking a little bit better.
Sun God right now on the counterattack. Up to Prospects. Prospects trying to get this middle. Scapegoat, nice clue by him. Here comes Zynga. Up against Sun God. Sun God stopping it early. Jeff. Great hustle by him. Great stop there. But there's still a lot of danger. Bread Esports in control of the ball in this blue side. Sun God gonna actually stop the counterattack, and we already have a counterattack coming back for Thickmans. Jeff going into the corner. You know, not exactly the shot that he wanted. Zynga still gonna keep the attack going. Going middle. Thickmans now just going back for boost. Zynga with a nice decision there to go back. Great rotation so far by both of these teams, just being real concerned.
Yeah, after they opened up the scoring right there at the beginning, we've seen a whole lot of nothing. It's been 2 full minutes since we've seen any goals scored after that 4 goals in a minute start. Both these teams sort of slowing it down. Bread keeping a little bit more of the possession, getting a better attack going for the most part. But Thickmans coming here on this counterattack. To play it to the corner, Zynga can't get the double touch on it. And we'll see. Oh, wow, Local barely getting to that one. That might have had a chance to bounce in.
Bread right now with a huge chance up in the air for prospects. Not enough power right there, and Bread Esports, they run out of boost. Prospects still looking for boost. Looks like a little bit of boost starving right now as Bread Esports, they keep going for these long attacks, but not enough burst, not enough time to...
No, not quite enough. Teddy's gonna play this long. He's got it over Zynga. This is gonna be a chance. Can he get the angle? No, what a save coming out from Scapegoat right there. All right, played down. Local has it off the back. He's gonna play it to the wall. And there comes Teddy. He's in the proper position to get some possession into the opposite half. Prospect seeing what he can do. He's gonna get the double touch. No, it's gonna go just wide and a little bit high.
Jeff right now on the counterattack. It's going to be stopped early by Teddy Zio. Switching up fields to Prospects! Prospects! With 28 seconds left, if the scoreline stays this way, this series will be over, and Bread Esports will be your first finalists heading into the championships this Thursday. Thickmans, they have a very short amount of time if they want to keep their hopes alive.
Yeah, great play from Teddy right there, popping it high. Thickmans may not have been too high on boost. No one challenges that ball early, and Prospects with a great read on it's able to put that one home to because all of Thickmans is staying on the ground right there. Just over 10 seconds left. This is going to be the last chance that Thickmans has. What kind of attack can they build?
Oh no, Teddy with the clear. This has to be it. This has to be it. Oh,
that's it.
Goal. It's over. Scapegoat has already left the server. Bread Esports with the dagger into the souls of Thickmans and Thickmans fans everywhere. Spam this bread for Bread Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, Bread Esports, they are your first finalists heading into the RLPC Season 7 Championships. Oh my God.
Yeah, GG's all around right there. You know, Thickmans showing up, doing pretty well. You know, they make it 4-2, make it a 6-game series. Good stuff to them. You gotta be happy with